shilling or anything like that because you bought it.
I wish I was shilling.
Hey there, it's Manny, aka CascadeScents. Welcome to another video. This time we are back with Alex.
Hello.
Alex, we are here to do some spring fragrances. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So, Alex doesn't know what's to come, and we're gonna do this with the opening first and then the dry down, and we'll have you rate these all at the end.
Sure.
So here we go with the opening of the first one.
That, oh my gosh. I don't know, but it's giving me like rosy, woody, dry.
Does that fragrance come off as like too formal or?
It's very formal to me, but I feel like it's nice to wear something super formal in a casual setting. You just like throw people. It feels like there's like a really bone dry rose situation in here, but not in a feminine way.
I see.
And there's something nice and transparent about it.
Okay.
Like not aquatic, but somehow like watercolory. It is very elegant and unisex and like slightly dapper old world. It feels like a woody floral that, not that it leans masculine, but it's not obviously feminine. Yeah, it feels really dry. And I feel like there's a rose, but it's an especially dry rose. It's actually too classy for me. I don't think I could wear that.
Wow, I see. Okay, so you like it, but from afar.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be good for formal settings. It would be good for like a nice, like stoic, maybe slightly androgynous man, if those exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll revisit that in a sec. We're gonna let this dry down in just a bit. But if you could rate this out of 10 for now, what would you say?
It's so hard. Like it's not something I would personally wear. So for my own taste, to be like a 7, but it's really beautifully done. It feels very traditional perfumery. 8.5, just for like how beautiful it is and how like elegant.
Understood. So for you, it'd be a 7, but overall an 8.5.
Sure.
Okay, so let's meet in the middle. That's maybe.
Give it an
let's
8.
go with an 8. Yes. All right. Let's go with this guy right here next.
Okay, so I already love it because there's very obvious cardamom, and that's my favorite spice. And I know cardamom is, I mean, it's always been kind of popular in 2000s onward perfumery in masculines, but it's just, it never misses. Like cardamom's always perfect. Feels like maybe a little bit of like a orange peel thing going on, maybe some dry woods, but like it's gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I know what it is because I like this one and I wear it too. Am I allowed to?
If you want.
This is Voyage d'Hermès. And I discovered this one after I initially tried many years ago Cartier Declaration, which also has a lot of cardamom, but also a lot of cumin, which made it more armpity, which I think you can wear if, in my opinion, you have to be really, really hot to wear a cumin scent.
Sure.
Because then people like that you smell like armpit because you're hot, like they forgive you for it. But if you're not that hot, Voyage will just make you hot. And there's like maybe like 1% armpit.
I see.
In the cardamom. And it's just perfect, beautiful, warm, but also like medicinal, camphorous. Anyway, I love that one. I think everyone should own it.
So from the top specifically, like this hasn't dried down much, like what would you rate this out of 10?
I don't know, it's a 9 for me, I guess. I feel like it's a must own, and there's so many formulations of it, so there must be something that works for everyone.
Sure, all right, so you guys know, and she knows now because she identified it, Voyage d'Hermès Parfum, 9 to start off. All right, so here we go with the next one.
Okay, this is an incense fragrance, but I'm not 100% sure what type of incense it is. Like, for me, it's not immediately identifiable as, like, I mean, frankincense is kind of the obvious one for me, but I'm not exactly picking up on that. But like smoky woods, dry, some like little sweet twist in there, but, and kind of like a sparkly quality.
Interesting.
But like meditative and like a little bit of wet rock.
Ooh.
And it's artistic.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a little more niche.
Yeah.
Smelling.
Uh-huh. Is that something you could see yourself wearing in the spring or someone else?
It's almost too cool for me. It might be too hip for me.
Oh.
As in, I wish I could pull this off.
Oh, I thought you meant cool as in it smells like a cool fragrance.
It does have a cold quality to it. Yeah,
that's
definitely.
how I feel about it too. Mm-hmm. But you also feel like a cool person, quote unquote, would wear this.
Yeah, this is like artists, musicians. What's that, like techno goth? What do people wear now? I don't know. Or like if you're like a hip monk. No, it's awesome. I think it's a great idea to do incense for spring. Cold incense for spring sounds awesome.
Cool. From the top out of 10.
I mean, I hate rating things. I don't know, 7.5?
All right, cool. 7.5. All right, opening up with this one now.
Well, that's a sandalwood.
Wow.
Well, we all know, but it's like, this is the buttery, smooth kind of sandalwood. This is the kind that I like. I'm not a Santal 33 person.
Fair.
Wow.
Very divisive, though.
It is.
I mean, there's aspects of Santal 33 that if that's your first sandalwood, it might put you off the note completely because of how in your face, how jarring it smells. You might have heard in the past that sandalwood's supposed to smell smooth and creamy and all these things. And there it smells unlike something like this because you described it as...
It's buttery. That's what I'm getting. Like, it feels like the wood is like sanded down perfectly smooth. It is creamy. It's not harsh. It doesn't have like that like turpentine quality. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that would be Santal 33.
Yeah. It's super, super wearable. And I know like I can't wear a lot of woods. Like they're a little scratchy or screechy on me sometimes. And this is actually wearable. And it's a very like huggable wood. This one.
It's funny because like I had my friend rate the scent last night and he said the same thing.
He said it was huggable?
Yeah, like this is the kind of scent that you would like to hug or you would want to
Yeah.
hug someone wearing this.
Yeah, which is a good feat, I think, for woods, especially because a lot of woods now are paired with, well, there are a lot of kind of harsh aroma chemicals in the woods family right now, and this doesn't feel like it's doing that.
Yeah, and I would say that a darker, mysterious quality that a lot of the woods are coming out with as far as like the niche level, for example. You know, when it comes to like various ouds that were especially trendy like 10, 12 years ago, especially, but like in spite of that, like I don't think there's woods that are this smooth that depict sandalwood in such a way. So
Yeah.
I am glad that you picked up on this one from the top. How do you feel about it out of 10?
For something that's not my genre, like, and for something that's basically almost like a solo note, like it's just very sandalwood forward, it feels pretty perfect. I don't want to go too high, but I feel like it could be a 9. Like if you're a sandalwood lover, it just seems so nicely done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
8.5, 9? I don't know.
Okay, so we got 8.5, 9, or 8.75 for this one to start. All right, and here we go with the final opening.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to bring that one out.
Why?
I don't know. Have you done this in a video before?
Yeah.
This one's like total keeper. But this is
Why do you know what this one is?
because I own it too, like 200ml bottle of it. Manny got me onto it because he smelled so good. When I first smelled it on you, it was like a little, like a sweet baby angel cloud of like fresh, friendly energy, like is in the room. This is Chanel 1957.
Yeah.
I can't say it in French. This is like a really beautiful, like soft white musk with citrus, and it's super sparkly. Yeah, I really like aldehydes. They give a fragrance like lift, and it's like that feeling of like soap bubbles from like a bar of white soap.
Invigorating.
Sure, but like it is also smooth and creamy in the way that like a white soap has that like creamy quality to it. This is super unisex. I do feel like it's very, again, like friendly, cuddly. It feels like a kind and caring person would wear it.
Cool.
And it also just like it smells so clean. Like if you feel gross and you don't feel like taking a shower. I shouldn't actually recommend that, but like this is such a nice, beautiful scent, and it would make a good clothing and linen scent too.
Yes, without question. But from the top, how would you rate 1957?
I mean, this could be a 10 for me. There's a reason I have 200 ml of it, and I would totally get a backup if I had the money. It's so versatile. It's never going to be inappropriate. It's like very likable and accessible, and it's a nice modernized Chanel. Like it doesn't have I'm not trying to diss Chanel's because I love old Chanel's. Classic ones, I think they're gorgeous, but this doesn't have the stuffy feeling, or like it's not too vintagey.
I see.
That some people might be a little afraid of. Okay, I'm giving it a 10. I don't care. It's one of my favorites.
Well, I mean, you put your money where your mouth is with this one, because like you said, you own a 200 ml, so there is bias there, but when bias is honest, I think that's good, because you genuinely feel that way. You're not shilling or anything like that because you bought it.
I wish I was shilling.
So we got the openings out of the way now, Alex, but we're going to see how you feel about these after minutes of dry down, starting with the first fragrance that we checked out.
It's actually getting a little fruitier to me.
Okay.
Maybe like blackcurrant.
Sure. Okay.
I just associate that with rose, though. I would not be surprised if there's like an oak moss situation.
Understood. Okay. Do you like it more than when it opened? Like, do you like the fact that you're getting these sweeter undertones now?
The fruit is interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying that. I don't pull off oak moss super well.
Okay.
So again, this kind of remains something that's not quite my thing. Like I don't think I have the elegance to pull it off. It continues to be impressive, It's it's really well blended and traditional.
Okay.
I won't change my rating. My rating seemed fine.
So the one that she is talking about, of course, is Gris Dior. This one used to be Gris Montaigne, and I had that prior, and this is a newer version. So what the difference is here is that it is much less aggressively rosy, at least in my experience. Here you're gonna get just as much as a citrus forward opening, which I feel like resonates towards the end of the fragrance as well. Once it gets into more of that chypre dry down, I feel like for whatever reason there's just remnants of that bergamot there, which is really cool.
Okay, so this is a traditional chypre, which you don't really see a lot anymore.
Yes and no, because to mimic, that chypre dry down, you can't have oak moss in it anymore. That wet quality that you have here, that's done so elegantly for this type of note, is patchouli actually. So I think that's really cool, just because I traditionally don't wear patchouli a lot, and for whatever reason, I just find it stunning here. In a less hippie-ish way, but more, again, elevated.
Definitely not hippie-ish in any way, because a lot of patchouli, especially the natural oil, has like a damp soil quality, and this is way dried out. Nothing like that at all.
Cool. And I used to feel like the older version had more of that damp quality in the dry down. And to a certain extent, I still feel it, at least if I were to wear this on my skin, but it definitely gets drier sooner. And I actually think that's good for a scent like this, because in some ways patchouli, I don't want to mischaracterize it, kind of smells approachable, or like in an old way. Like this just feels super smart, casual, formal.
That's formal. That's nice with a suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would definitely feel comfortable wearing this, wearing what I'm wearing right now. So again, out of 10, still feel like it's around an 8-ish.
Yeah, it's so beautifully done. Like, I can't deny that.
All right. Moving on to the next fragrance that has dried down since.
So again, this is Voyage. I don't know if it's just me. Like, it's not that these are super linear, but I'm not noticing a ton of change. I like that I can still smell a bit of like lemoniness, and that's actually, I guess, a quality of the cardamom itself. And it's like nice and transparent right now, especially for a Parfum concentration. It has a good transparent quality. Still love it.
And you know what I've noticed with Parfum concentration, starting with this one, I feel like the Parfum craze is more of a linear style, and it's just going to emanate beautifully from your skin without projecting too much, just because it's supposed to be more almost like resonant from like wherever you spray it. It's just going to feel like more of a dry down the whole time. This right here in Voyage Hermès Parfum is very much just the aspects of Voyage Hermès EDT, but you're going to get more of a pronounced cardamom effect. You're going to get pronounced cedar. I'm going to get this for the next 7-8 hours. And that's what I do. Yes, you're also going to retain some of that, a little bit of a rindy like bergamot. And I think that's really cool, but it's not going to jump off of your skin. So if you're just looking for a smooth ride, something you don't have to respray in the middle of your shift, I think this is great.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Yes, and I do think it's one of those scents where, as we say in the watch world, go anywhere, do anything. You can dress it up, dress it down. If you care about recognizability, to be able to say it's Hermès, that's something some people might care about. But I take it you're a fan.
I love this one. Yeah, I like a fresh, spicy scent.
And out of 10?
Did I give it a 9 last time? I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Cool bottle, too.
Yes. Iconic bottle. I mean, Hermès is known for that, so shout outs to them and Voyage Hermès Parfum. Moving on to the next dry down.
I never figured out what this one was. And there's like an interesting quality to the incense here that I don't even know how to put into words. Yeah, I don't know. Still a 7. Like, incense is one of those... It's a bit linear too, right?
Correct. And this one, to be fair, is just naturally going to be linear on your skin. In my experience, it's Kyoto by Comme, Garçons from the Incense series. And this one representing the Shinto religion, obviously. And each one of these are made after a religion, which is really cool. This one, Kyoto, is probably my favorite to wear. And like you described earlier, it has such a cool quality. Like, there's something super chill about this. For an early spring morning where I'm not really doing anything, for me, I kind of just want to wear this if I'm just keeping to myself. If I have like a work from home day, or if I'm off, I'm just chilling, want some tea, I'm going to wear something like this. So you're going to get coniferous notes here. You're going to get birch. You're going to get incense, of course.
Birch, okay.
So there's something here that doesn't smell tarry, but it accentuates the coolness of the Eastern style incense.
I think it might be the birch that's giving that that twist because it was reminding me of if you've ever had licorice, like the root, licorice tea. It has this sweetness that sort of turns into a bitterness and it has this like funny quality in your mouth that it curves on you. Anyway.
Okay. Honestly, like this one, as you can see, like the font is so scratch off because I wear this a lot. There's maybe 20 of 50 ml still in here. It's definitely one I can see myself getting, and it's also not going to cost that much in comparison to other designers of this caliber. So yeah, it's something I definitely recommend, and you still do.
Yeah, and the whole series is like pretty iconic.
Yeah, like if you're really into fragrance, it's one of the series that you heard about, especially 10 years ago. What would you give it still?
7.5.
Okay, all right. So there you go. Upon further review, 7.5 for Kyoto. And here we go with the second last dry down.
It's like just as buttery and creamy as ever. And when I say that, it's not gourmand in any way, to be clear. But
if you've ever smelled sandalwood before, there's this mystical woody quality about it that not only just smells like a soft wood, but is also so smooth that it's creamy.
And it's nice that, to me, it's not too cedary. I think there's a lot of cedar usually blended with sandalwood.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
This is not giving me too much of that, which can be a little scratchier.
Okay. A little bit more masculine when there's an overload of cedar in comparison to sandalwood combinations.
And this is why, this is one of the few sandalwood styles that I can see myself wearing as a lady.
Nice.
I don't remember what I gave it, but if I gave it a 9, I stand by that. It's really pretty.
Cool. Alrighty. So the one we're talking about is Tam Dao Diptyque, the Eau de Parfum concentration. And with this, it definitely loses its spice over time, at least in my experience. It gets smoother and a little bit smoky as it goes on. Of course, at first, it's going to open up with like just different woody elements. Again, somewhat coniferous, a little bit of cypress, add some spice for a little bit of kick, but then cedar and sandalwood, but mainly that sandalwood as it goes on. And there's also a smoky quality to it as well. It's not just a creamy sandalwood that I would smell in a Gypsy Water by Byredo, which that can lean a little sweet with some vanilla, but I love it. And for me, it's one of those fragrances that if I just want to smell like a man in, I will, because I do think it leans a little bit masculine. But again, if you are a lady, like nothing's stopping you from wearing a scent like this if you actually want your token sandalwood, which to my knowledge for you is a pretty hit or miss note.
Yeah, it is, but I would wear that to repel people, not because I didn't smell good, but because it has that masculine quality. It has like on me it would be like, leave me alone, I'm having a solo day.
Yeah, I think there's like a sort of badass quality about this scent without being too pronounced, like the aforementioned Santal 33. I feel like this is one of those scents that you graduate to after you're done peacocking with something a little bit more extroverted per se.
Yeah, it feels more, it's like it's for yourself. It's a little more meditative.
Sure. Yeah. But at the same time, like you mentioned earlier, and I'll still concur with this, to me, if you were to hug someone wearing this, there's a comforting quality to this person. It's like they've lived, if that makes any sense. Because like it smells like such an eclectic fragrance of different ingredients and just smells like a well-traveled person.
Yeah, totally.
So Tam Dao, definitely a sandalwood worth checking out. And last but not least, the final dry down on the list. Here we go.
Okay, another one that hasn't changed much, and this 1957 for fresh floral citrusy musk is absolutely nuclear. It'll last like 12 hours probably. It's wild.
And again, it just, everyone has a different litmus test for performance. When you say last, you're not saying it's going to project for 12 hours, but if you spray this somewhere, it's still going to lightly emanate wherever you're spraying it, if there's a pulse point there. And for a scent like this, you're also not looking to explode. You're not looking to shout.
Which it doesn't do. Like it doesn't project too much, and I don't think it would ever be too much. If it's a cloud, then it's like a very sweet, fluffy cloud.
Yes. Now, would you say this is a more unisex scent? Would it lean feminine? It is a Chanel after all.
I feel like it leans feminine.
Agreed.
It's pretty unisex, but it's so nice to smell it on a man too. Like I was really into it when you wore it.
Oh, good. And that's the thing. I think that once you spray this during the daytime, it's super bright out and you have a nice springtime occasion to do. And it is, for me, one of the more transition scents spring into summer because of how bright it is. I think that's cool. I know it leans a little femme if you are not used to quote unquote unisex scents like this, but I just think this musk is tremendous.
I'm totally with you about it being a true spring scent because it has like a dewy quality, and it's like right when lily of the valley start popping out in the grass. It's like,
Yeah.
it's that kind of...
That's like true spring. That's
Yeah.
how you know.
Very like new.
That's how you know it's springtime.
Very April, May.
Yes. So still, what out of 10?
It's a 10. Like,
There
yeah,
it
it's just
is.
so good.
You heard it again from Alex, 10 out of 10 for 1957. This is her winner. What is your winner? I would love to know. Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed a list like this, if you enjoyed these spring fragrances, give this video a thumbs up. We really appreciate the ongoing support. I know I haven't been active much, but here I am yet again with Alex, who was gracious enough to do this. So tell her in the comments if you'd like to see her again as well.
Thanks for having me back.
And Alex, do you have any final words on some of these picks? I'm on the spot.
Sorry. Yeah, I think it was a great mix of traditional and like a little more quirky niche and kind of across the spectrum of like masculine to feminine and pretty broad picks. Like they're all just solid scents.
That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again. Alex, take care for now. Peace out. Bye. My name is Manny. Wear your fragrances.